There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Sports. I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will get first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Got it near midfield. He's going to get loose. Bust through behind his pad. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Texas Longhorns offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Bought a little time, lets it go. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. Man, a defender missed. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46?
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snagged out of the air.
Steps out of bounds at the 49. Now, 4th down.
The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense. Well, I love the physicality there, backed up deep down in your own end. We're going to have to get hats on hats and give our running back an opportunity to make somebody miss, use that speed. I don't know if they were necessarily anticipating a long run like that, David, but hey, they just completely flipped the field.
Yeah, and a bad job by the defense because you are anticipating run. You know offensive coordinators don't want to drop back, throw the football out of their own goal line where they could get a safety. They want to hand it off, create some space, so you didn't meet that physical challenge. You knew the run was coming. Got to do a better job.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open.
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. Certainly reflect that. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the pass. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And it'll be down right there.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Out of the gun, the inside dig. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quickly complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. Rides the back on the option to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. Lots of room to run. Puts him in the spin cycle. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Now the play fake. Touchdown Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. And you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Now on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He's got the back in the middle. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half.
The Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just gets rid of it to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Arkansas. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have...
He wants to take the top off. Got it in stride inside the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now rolling to the left. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a... Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Trying play action. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass. We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle, it's Osborne. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Finding open areas. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. 1 more yard on this 2nd down. Might just put an exclamation point on this one. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job of knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting a terrible field position.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Dog. Finding just enough room to slither and juke his way out to the 16. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Makes the grab on the left. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
This is the situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game, final drive coming for this offense. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Texas! Excellent pass by the back on the option. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass.
Makes the grab deep. Oh, a lot of space. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. What will they dial up and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity? From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be breaking and throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.